something weird is going on here. Because, I mean, here's an example. They know that iodine is needed by the body. They used to make people put it in the salt till the 60s. And then now the government puts all these bad halogens, the bromine, the bromides in the food.
To get rid of iodine.
And then I finally got on Real True Nascent Iodine that we promote, Survival Shield X2. One element in the last year has literally changed my life. Now, that's at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsHealth.com, the Beyond Tangerine 2.0, it's got 90 things in it when the government's only saying you need a few. And it's been life-changing for myself and so many people. That's how I started doing more research. But just specifically, what's going on, before we get into iodine briefly, because I don't know what you're going to say, but I know I respect your view. I want to find out why it's helped me so much and why they don't want people to know about this. But do you have any word on the diabetes and what's happening there? I mean, it's epidemic. They're saying half the public by 2025 will have type 2, and then suddenly viruses are causing kids to get type 1?
Well, there's a lot of cognitive dissonance here, right? Because if a disease is truly genetic, it can't be modified. I mean, the color of your eyes is genetic. Your sex is genetic. I mean, you could go to Sweden for a sex change operation, but, you know, you can't affect a genetic illness in any way, shape, or form. So if you can modify the presentation of an illness like type 2 diabetes or Alzheimer's with diet and lifestyle, then by definition, it's not genetic. But because of lack of information here, lack of education, people just don't understand this. 1957, Dr. Walter Mertz, an MD, published a study that proved that the mineral chromium was related to, a deficiency in chromium was related to type 2 diabetes. Research after that showed another mineral, vanadium, necessary for proper blood sugar metabolism. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, over 90% of the soil in the United States is deficient in chromium.
Exactly.
So guess what? You run out of chromium, you develop type 2 diabetes. You put chromium back into the body, your body optimizes its structure, its ability to process blood sugar. And you know what? It gets even worse, Alex. Because according to the Food and Drug Administration, the only thing that can cure a disease is a drug. So as a licensed physician, if I had 100,000 patients with type 2 diabetes, definitive diagnosis, and they get on board a medical nutrition program, no more type 2 diabetes, I would not be able to say that I cured it. And if I was able to prove it, that I cured it, the pharmaceutical industry would make the nutritional supplement that I used a drug. And this is a gigantic problem. This is why we need to educate people about the stuff that they can do. There's
elementary. They're saying
healthy packs that'll change your life, for goodness sake.
They're saying artificial stuff is the only thing that can help you, that blocks the symptoms or manipulates something else in your body.
That's correct.
And I know people that are on different serotonin reuptake inhibitors like Paxil that has caused them to get cancer, that has caused them to get vitiligo, where your skin turns white. And then the doctor tells them, no, your Paxil did this. I mean, it's just so crazy. But let me ask you specifically, Survival Shield X2 that I developed, doing research with Dr. Group, I mean, this is from the actual crystals. And what it's done to me has just been off the charts, the energy, the clarity, all of it. And I know everybody's talking about how important this is, but how is one thing like iodine, what's your view on iodine?
Well, iodine is an essential nutrient in the human body. It's an essential nutrient. And, without iodine, certain metabolic functions cannot happen. It's kind of like if your car runs out of engine oil, well, guess what? The engine's going to seize up, and that's not good. Well, if your car runs out of brake fluid, something else is going to happen. If the car runs out of air in the tires, something else is going to happen. Iodine is necessary for thyroid function specifically. Thyroid is one of the master glands in the body. Thyroid metabolism is associated with virtually every single solitary metabolic system in the body. And if your thyroid is not functioning properly, nothing's going to be functioning properly. And in order for your thyroid to function properly, guess what? It needs iodine. It also needs selenium. Selenium and iodine, mandatory for proper thyroid function. And guess what? If your car runs out of oil, the engine seizes. Well, if your thyroid runs out of iodine, your entire body seizes. But for
and so they put in the water and the food the bad halogen that blocks, even if you have it, it can't get in there. And so, again, that's one thing that's been life-changing for me, and you've heard the rave reviews. Imagine Beyond Tangy Tangerine Organic, non-GMO 2.0 from InfoWarsHealth.com, and you're funding the tip of the spear in the InfoWar, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, I want to talk about what is in Beyond Tangy Tangerine with certified organic whole foods. I mean, it's got everything in it. Boom. Couple scoops a day in water. Life-changing. Life-changing, ladies and gentlemen. And this is revolution against the globalists. They have jacked with our food, our water on purpose, and do not want us to have access to it. So you can fund the InfoWar while getting a super high-quality product for you and your family. Just take the challenge at InfoWarsHealth.com or InfoWarsTeam.com. Try some of the products, and you'll be amazed. 2 p.m. Central with the daytime radio show / TV. The articles up on Infowars.com are, again, pretty amazing. All the different things that are unfolding and taking place right now. Brazen smugglers threaten journalists while operating in broad daylight. And we've got our reporters, Don Salazar and others down there on the border right now investigating all of this. It is just wide open with their boats and the rest of it. Again, pervert gets his kicks by dressing up as a TSA screener and groping women at San Francisco airport. Victims didn't even realize that it was a drunk man, was an imposter. They've got a report out today that Rupert Murdoch, the deal of a lifetime, goes big for Time Warner, looking at buying it. The exec dropped the bombshell over lunch. Also, we've got other reports. The military could use brain scanners to predict enemies' thoughts, but they can't find out why diabetes is exploding. And now Al-Qaeda magazine, Inspire, suggests attack on U.S. Open. Yes, after being given all those Stinger missiles, I bet. And Edward Snowden says the NSA employees pass around nude photos of people they're spying on. Yeah, that's come out before. Dr. Peter Glidden, in closing on the time we have here today, it really is incredible what proper nutrition can do. And as you said, even if you're eating organic, almost all of it is in soils that have been depleted because we're not using potash and things anymore. And it's really so simple. It's a huge piece of the puzzle. And the word is spreading about it. And I think as things get worse and worse, it's going to force people to go out and do the research that it takes to begin to get out of this mainline medical model, especially as MD Healthcare, which has got a lot of good people in it, goes eugenics, where now the doctors have no say, and it's all pre-programmed by the federal computers. I mean, that's why so many medical doctors, up to a third of them, are quitting right now, including my dad. He's a doctor of oral surgery and of dental medicine. And for the folks who don't know, that's in the MD category. But across the board, they're leaving in an exodus because a bad system is being wrecked even worse.
Things are bad, Alex, all over, but we have solutions that have been developed and delivered by licensed physicians trained in medical nutrition. Dr. Wallach's done all the heavy lifting. Go to InfoWarsTeam.com, check out the shopping cart, and get on board with an appropriate Healthy Start pack. We have healthy packs for bone support, healthy packs for digestive support, healthy packs for brain and heart pack. It's necessary to feed your body the stuff it needs to fix itself. You have no idea what you're missing. And if you get my book for free, it'll tell you how to do it and why.
Absolutely. And if you want to order or have any questions about InfoWarsHealth.com or InfoWarsTeam.com, 888-789-9277, 888-789-9277. And you don't just get high-quality products. I want to thank everybody out there who's checked into it and enjoyed it and the rave reviews. But you also, again, support the very tip of the spear in the InfoWar, 888-789-9277. Customer service, 888-636-9277. Or InfoWars health.com for the longevity products. InfoWarsTeam.com is a mirror site, but also geared towards if you want a business opportunity to be a distributor in your business or your area or your medical office, you name it. This is something that everybody can carry and support, building our own economy of liberty, shopping with the good guys. This is how we're doing it. Thank you so much, Dr. Glidden.
Visit GCNlive.com.
All right, folks.
Today.
Retransmission starts now at InfoWars.com. Support our local affiliates. Alex Jones here for InfoWars.com. In the month of July, we have got giant specials on everything at MadeIn1776.com. The already discounted Made in 1776 t-shirts are only $17.76. We have the new belt buckles that in only 2 weeks of sale are very close to selling out. There's only 500 of each. We're talking about Made in America belt buckles in nickeled brass. This is more than a summer blowout special. This is a new declaration of independence. But to expand the InfoWar, we're offering the equivalent of more than 5 months free right now when you get a membership at prisonplanet.tv. For a limited time, only $39.95 a year. That's more than 5 months free off the regular price. Not just this July 4th weekend, but the entire month of July at MadeIn1776.com. Molon Labe, you can take my gun from my cold, dead hands.